Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Monday, January 11th. Today's workout, we have two different Tabatas separated by 4 minutes of rest. The Tabata is a little bit different than our regular Tabata. It's 20 seconds on, accumulating reps, 20 seconds off, and you're gonna do 10 rounds alternating between two movements. So I'll do 20 seconds of one movement, 20 seconds rest, 20 seconds of another movement, and flip-flop back and forth until you're done 5 rounds each movement. We want you to record your lowest number of reps you get for each movement. The first one is going to be the sumo deadlift high pull. So we're going to take about a shoulder width grip on the bar. Feet are going to be wider in shoulder stance. We're going to come down so our hips are lower than our shoulders. Shins are vertical. And then from here, I'm going to pull the bar up to my waist, extend my legs violently, and pull the bar to my chin, lower back down, starting with my hands, and then lowering the bar back down with my legs to repeat. From there, our other movement we're going to alternate with is burpees. So we're just going to get our chest to the floor, hands are going to be beyond our fingers, and we're going to get up as quick as possible, clapping and jumping to get our hands overhead. From here, we're going to take a 4-minute rest. We're going to go into another Tabata, same format, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off, by 10 rounds, so 5 each movement. We're going to do thrusters and calories on the bike. So our thruster movement for today is basically a front squat combined with a press overhead. So we're going to take our grip to outside our shoulder position, so hands are outside the shoulders, feet are about shoulder width apart, toes can be turned as needed, and we're going to squat by sitting down, working our hips back towards the bottom, and then we're going to launch straight overhead, finishing in a locked out position so our elbows are straight, bars over our torso and not out in front of us. As we go through our thrusters, be sure that you are riding back into front rack. Okay, you can use your hands to push the bar back there. Don't be afraid to begin squatting as the bar arrives, so then you can punch it back out overhead for the next repetition. Then we have calories on the bike. Okay, make sure your bike seat is high enough so you can get almost full extension of the leg, and that your seat is forward enough where you can get some hip extension or straightening, if you will, versus out in front. Okay, and you're just extending the knee and not getting much from the hip at all. So we're looking for high efforts every round. Okay, we want you to push the pace on each movement. Be a little careful about pushing the pace on the bike, because oftentimes we do 20-second sprints. Okay, that's about all we can do for the day. There's no chance we're going back to our thrusters. So dial it down a little bit on the bike so that you can go right back to the barbell and get the same number you did before for the thrusters. Then in part B, we have our strength portion for the day. We're essentially seeing how well your system can recover in order to squat some moderately heavy load. That's why we put the strength second versus first. So we're going to do 2 sets of 4 front squats at 85% of your most recent 3-rep max. You're resting 2 minutes in between sets. Then on your 3rd set of front squats, you're doing an AMRAP, so as many reps as possible at 85%, so same load. You could get 4, you could get 3, you might get 2, you might get 6. Okay? Again, as many reps as you feel comfortable. Oftentimes what I'll give athletes the guideline is they'll squat, and once you feel like you're slow and you're coming up and it's just barely getting there, that's probably your last rep. If not, and you continue to go and you start to fail, you can just dump the bar out of your hands and push it forward. You can step back. Okay? Biggest thing for our front squats there will be our elbow position, torso position. Okay, as it relates to our hips. So first, hands will be outside the shoulders. Push the bar back to your throat and collarbone with your hands. This will elevate your elbows. Bring your elbows across the body. Then, make sure your torso and your hips are moving at the same rate. Right? So you're not rounding or overarching the opposite direction. Your hips and knees are breaking at the same time, and your ribs are being stacked over your torso. Just slightly lean forward, getting back into those hips, and then coming straight up out of the bottom, so you're going right vertically up into the barbell. All right, guys, that is the workout for Monday. Have a great start to the week and have a fun workout.